your eyes aren't on me, but then you like do another positive. Like, how do you call out John when there's like multiple people not doing what they're supposed to be doing? Do you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So my first answer to your question is, the more consistent you are, the fewer misbehavior is going to happen. That's just natural. Is she good?
Where are you going? Oh, okay.
Like the fewer, it's going to happen. Fewer times you're going to see. Second of all, I mean, this is going to bring it down to essentially this part here. This part gets 50% of the class, right? Now you're at 60%. Now you're at 70%. Up to here. 70% of the class is with you. This gets you to 75. This gets you to 80. This gets you to 85. Like, this is meant to be a strategy to get to 100%.
And when you give the negatives, do you give hard warnings, like next time you're going to have to be moved?
Of course.
For those?
Well, what's going to happen otherwise?
I don't have an answer for that.
Like, if I know you're just going to tell me to stop, what am I going to do next time?
The same thing.
But if I know that there's like accountability and
But
consequence.
if I continue with that, then I have 10 people out of the classroom.
On day one, maybe.
But there's nowhere to send them.
So what do you think the solution is?
I don't know.
It's right here. So let's talk about that. So let's talk about the positive. What does it look like right now? What are you committing to saying, I'm doing this? When you come to my classroom, this is what's happening.
What's supposed to be happening? I get tickets for accountability, community, and engagement.
Tickets, that's what you want to do?
Yeah.
You want to roll with that?
Yeah, that's what they've been doing.
Okay. Tickets for what? ACEs?
Yeah, accountability, community, and engagement.
I don't sound very excited about that. What kids, what?
It's just not working.
Okay, so it's not that you're not excited about the system itself. You're excited. You're not excited because you feel like it's not working.
Yeah, and I feel like it's like harder on me than it has to be because kids are ungrateful sometimes. And then they're like, oh, well, I did this for a lame prize at the end. I don't even want to do it anymore. I don't care. Like, kids will give away their tickets right now. Like, they're like, I don't want it. You just give it to whoever. And so, like...
Do you think, based on everything we've talked about, like, would you be able to identify the reason why?
Why they don't like it?
Yeah, like, why do you feel like students aren't invested in it? Why isn't it
I'm
working?
not invested in it. Is that what you want me to say?
I want you to tell me what you think. I have a theory, but I want to know what you think.
I want you to tell me what your theory is, because I don't know.
It's right here.
But they think my prizes are lame.
Okay, so if I'm a student, I'm in a class, I want to like paint a picture for you, right? So, two things are happening right now. Number one, I'm walking away from the class and I'm not sure why it's important. I'm not sure what it's doing for me. I know that I see like the numbers 26, 38, like are really far from 80, probably not going to get there. I see stars, I see standards. I think I could do that one time, maybe, but I'm not really sure why. I know that like I could get tickets, but like sometimes I get tickets and sometimes I don't. Sometimes my teacher gives them and sometimes she doesn't. I don't really know if like that's like what we're doing. Also on the flip side of that, like there are other students around me who, like if they're talking while I'm talking or if they're talking while the teacher's talking, she just kind of waits until like they stop talking. So like I could do that too. So like I kind of want to, I would rather just engage in that because it's easier rather than like try to fight the students around me and the like the culture around me, because I feel like in order to engage and invest in that system, I have to like block out what's going on around me, but I can't really do that because of the, like, I feel like it's different every day. I'm not sure what to expect when I come in every day.
So don't you have something that says, this is what you get, this is what you don't get?
yes and no. Like if I'm a student, like that's the picture I'm seeing. Are you seeing a different picture? Are you seeing the same picture?
I mean, no, I'm not seeing a picture when it comes to that because I'm constantly trying to figure out why my systems aren't working and why I can't get a student to behave whenever I say, okay, it's time for me to give instructions, it's time for me to demonstrate, do them. I mean, like, the I do sometimes is like not even, like, no wonder you don't know how to do it on the thing because you didn't listen the whole time I was doing my I do. And I don't know how to get that.
Yep.
Because then just getting it wrong, it doesn't help.
I think that's right. I think you're right there because they're not getting here. You're identifying this because you weren't paying attention here. I think where I'm trying to get to now is that the reason why, like this is step 3, right, is getting it. Step 2 is I'm listening during the I do. Step 1 is what I think we're missing.
Like positive and negative, and it's being invested in.
It's setting up in a learning environment in which they can engage. Because right now as a student, I'm not sure if I can.
Okay.
And at the teacher level, I think that is these 2 right here. Proper planning, consistent execution.
Okay.
So, for the planning. I'm not going to put a huge lift on you. I think this is what you should do, and this is what I would want to see. It doesn't have to be part of the lesson plan, just somewhere I want to see expectations. Like what are students supposed to be doing? What does it sound
What
like?
do you mean?
Like are they working together? Are they working
Like
individually?
in your planning. So this is like my plan for today. So you're saying like somewhere, just like while I'm planning it. This is
Until you're in a place where you've mastered it and you like it comes naturally to you. I want it to be something where you have reminders for yourself. I want it to be something where you see it.
so like here where it's the do now. So
Yeah.
you're like individual. Is that what you're saying to
Yeah.
do?
So like I want you to, in your plan, it has like you have like the content here, right, and then culture right here, student center, right. So it's however you want to do it. It could be ACE, it could be CHAMPS, it could just be expectations. So culture is. Could be MVP for them. So in their seats, level 0, and they are working on the do now. When they're done, they do this. So you have a reminder of what is expected, and if you want them to be questions that you can answer with yes or no. Is this happening, yes or no? If the answer is yes, then they get the positive. If the answer is no, then you respond with the system.
I think that's another thing I have a problem with is like
Mhm.
when they get done with what I'm doing, what happens.
Which goes back to what you were saying.
Planning, 100%.
Right, having 100% for students to do it 100% of the time.
Yes. What? Call your mom? What for? About what happened? If you want to call home, you need to go to the dean's office and call home.
So in planning, if I'm you, and things I'll hold you accountable to, because I think are going to have an impact. Number 1, expectations at each point lesson. So do now. When you do an attention signal, when you're supposed to be talking at the front, what does partner work actually look like and sound like, and holding them to it? That's in the execution though. But in the planning, what does partner work look like? Individual work, exit ticket.
So what do you mean by like what does partner work look like? Can you give me an example?
Okay. It's what time is next class start? 2:30.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try to be out of here by 2:15. Okay, now we are going to be moving into the practice time. We're going to be looking at number 2 on page 27. CJ, what page are we on? 27. John, what problem are we doing? Excuse me, I need 100% attention. This is your first warning. It's level 2. When I'm giving instructions, you have to have your eyes on me. I see Dad's eyes. It's your first warning. Okay. What page are we on again? 27. What number? Okay. Page 27, number 2. You are working with your partner. Not yet when I say go. You're not working with the person behind you. You're not working with the person across the room. You're working with the person right next to you. Kobe, you working with the person across the room? No. If you're getting up, are you following directions or not? I'm not following directions. So where are we supposed to be? In our seats. Okay. So in our seats, working on page 27 with the partner. Are we talking across the person across the room yet? No. Okay. Working with the person next to you. You have 3 minutes. If you're finished, you can go on to the next problem. But I'm going to call attention in 3 minutes. You can do one more check for understanding if you want. Ready? Go. And then when you say go, that was the 100% attention, clear and explicit instructions. That first 60 seconds, don't go help somebody. Don't go get someone off your desk. As soon as you say go, positive, positive, negative, positive, positive, negative.
Every
Enforce
time,
your culture.
positive, positive, negative, positive, positive, negative. About the same situation? Wait in just a little bit and we'll talk about it. Where's your phone right now, Lindsay? Okay.
Alright, so expectations at each point, so you know. Again, for now, you have it written out until it becomes consistent and natural. Eventually, you're going to be in a place where, like, I can do this in my sleep, but it didn't start that way. I had to like write these things out, so I knew and I helped myself. And then also, I think you should include a plan for the difficult part. What if this happens? What if this happens? What do I do? So if a student throws something across the room, that's like not like necessarily a warning. The student gets up and if a student gets up and hits somebody else, obviously not a warning, right? Something like that. So having a plan for that.
So you send them out.
Yeah, or like follow whatever discipline structure. Any questions there for that part? Like I don't know what to do when this happens.
No.
Okay. Expectation for execution. Just go back up to here. That's what it'll look like in 100%. And then you are addressing 100% misbehavior. So don't just keep trucking through the instructions. Don't get to a place where like I'm just going to finish this and we can talk to you later. Like actually addressing in the clear and explicit instructions, addressing 100% of behavior. You want to have that 100%. Like you said, the reason why they're not following it is because they're not getting it. So that's a very important time. Any questions on the execution of the instructions?
No.
And avoid I think you're good at this, but just as a reminder, not the, everyone understand any questions. Those are not checks for understanding. Those are just you talking to the world. But instead it's what page are you talking to your partner? Are you talking like those checks for understanding? Oh, they're right there. Okay. And then execution of this one. Got to be within that first 60 seconds. Yeah, first 60 seconds, positive, negative ratio is going to be 3 to 1 usually. That's what I shoot for. 2 to 1 to 3 to 1. Questions on the positive execution?
No.
Okay, how about negative?
I just don't know what to do.
What's your system right now?
It's supposed to be move
First one?
seeds.
The first one?
Move seeds. Oh, warning. You get a warning.
What happens?
Verbal warning.
Is there like a way we can visually track that? Just
Yeah,
like
putting
tickets.
their names on the board.
Okay. Just like tickets impact, the visual ticket impacts the impact here, same thing. Okay. Warning number 2 is what?
Move seeds.
What happens to the name on the board? Just still up there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we put a visual one beside it.
Okay. Or the moving seats could be the visual. I think that one's comparable. What about after that?
Depends something